Welcome to Patient Next Real Talks. Okay, there is this quote in Bhagavad Gita, so which happens to be my most favorite. So Shri Krishna says to Arjun that Dhyayatu Vishayan Punsa Sangaste Shupajayate Sangat Sanjayate Kama Kamat Krodho Bhijayate Krodhat Bhavati Sammoha Sammohat Smriti Vibhrama Smriti Bhramshat Buddhi Nasho Buddhi Nashat Pranashati. So meaning कि anything that you do in excess, okay, so it creates an illusion, okay, like it leads to anger and frustration when uh, if you're not like, mostly some people are just focused on their personal life, or some people are just focused on their professional life, and there's no balance. And when this happens, like a person, he loses his cool and calm, okay, and that leads to his destruction. Okay, diet vishayan punsa, anything in excess, even if you're eating lot of food, okay, like eating overloading of carbs, that leads to diabetes. So if we talk in health terms, or if you are in workaholic, like you're mostly focused on your work, even that leads to stress and anxiety. Okay, so similarly, like in each and every field, balance is important. Okay, this is what this quote actually means. So like, what's your take on this, like how one should balance life, or like what's happening, like why is it like we are not able to balance a personal life, professional life, social life?
Yeah. So your perspective is more about balance, or what is the important things in life which you should do? So it's both questions.
Yeah.
Okay. So very good question, and I think it is very important. And especially from your point of view, millennials, zillennials, younger people, you must have observed that today people tend to be very unilateral. They either focus on their career or their family or their friendship or their business. They can't focus on many things or want to do many things, which is fairly okay. But what I really want to say is that, according to me, if you have a long career, let's say you are working for, typically in India, people work for 20 to 40 years, okay, and then they live for 40 to whatever, 70 to 100 years, let's assume. So you have a long life's journey. This is called the product life cycle of a person. That's what it is called, okay. And it is very important to balance life at every stage and overall find a balance. That's one important thing. The second important thing is to really understand which are the very key decisions of your life. Okay, so these are two things I'll talk of from my personal life experience as well as my professional understanding, and a little bit of wisdom or best practices, whatever I have got. Okay. So the first thing about balance is, if you are from a management background, you will know of the word called balance scorecard, or I call it the Tesco balance scorecard. Okay. So, and I have created a model called C1, C2, C3, C4. So similarly, it's a management model. Okay. Similarly, in your personal life also, you should balance C1, C2, C3, C4. Essentially, it means it's a little bit of wealth, health, happiness, passion, purpose, network, connectivity, friendship, family, giving back to society, giving back to nation. So as a person and a professional and a businessman, as an entrepreneur, if you are able to do all of this, that's when you will feel real success.
Yeah.
So that is the definition of success. And the balance can actually change at different stages of life. So what you will do at a 20 or a 40 and a 60 and a 80 will actually be slightly different. It is not the same thing. So first thing, according to me, is that try to get the balance of what you want to do. आपको करना क्या है, आपका मन का संतुष्टि कैसे आता है, what makes you happy. So this is most important, finding the balance. What is your target and what you have achieved? If you can set it together, then you are a happy person. And happiness is what drives productivity. Okay, so that's first. Second thing which I wanted to say is that, unfortunately, because of India's economic landscape last 70 years and the way our initial people who built the nation set it up, we had a background of socialistic economy. Okay, that's how it is built. Then it became market economy, and now it is fully capitalist economy. The problem of that socialistic background is that profit has been a bad word in India for many people. Not true. So, the first thing all old and young people need to understand is that if you or the state or the nation or the company or your entrepreneurship or your startup doesn't do profit, nothing will flow out of it. You cannot do any charity if there is no profit. So that's the first concept. You might still say that I don't like supernormal profits, or skimming of for profits, but profits are very important. So for any organization, any person, any family, so that's the first thing which you have to put in. Profits are important. Balance is important.
You'll able to give someone only if you have.
Yes, if you don't